So I saw this 80 view spike about 15 minutes ago in one of my videos, and I looked at it, and the video was the one where I'm talking about Blizzard. So I thought, I bet Asmongold just reacted to it. I went, and he's live. So I dug in about 15 minutes ago in this live stream, and sure enough, he's reacting to one of my videos. So let's watch what he has to say about it.
Big surprise. It's not a surprise. Blizzard just made a lot of people angry, and it's Diablo Immortal. So there's a new update on this game, and it's a 6-minute video. We're gonna watch it. Here we go.
People are about to be very angry. What I'm going to show you right here is going to maybe be a little bit of what people might consider a slap in the face. I'm not really entirely pleased with this either, but I'm going to do my best to I've got to get whatever add-on he has for the audio balancing. Break this down.
I feel like if you're playing Diablo Immortal, you're already slapping yourself in the face.
Here comes the memes.
I mean, let's be honest.
In a very non-emotional way to make this objective for people as to why this is a bad decision. So currently in the game, we have received a letter to allow the people to know what our compensation will be for the Blessing of the Worthy. Keep in mind, the Blessing of the Worthy gem was sold for upwards of 100 US currency, granted with some other items within the pack, and it's stated on those packs that the gem actually specifically does something which it does not do. The damage was based upon max health, it stated, but when you actually upgraded it beyond the point of being tradable, meaning you were committed to that gem, okay, at that point it then stated that it does not work upon maximum health but current life. Obviously, because of this changes the validity of the strength of the gem and has made the community, I would say, a little bit riled up in terms of the...
So they sold a gem that upgrades into a worse version of itself.
Correct.
And people bought it because it was worth $100? Wow,
it's not worth
crazy.
$100.
I can't believe that. Who could have expected such an event? Wow.
The fact that people spent flat US currency on this item or
this is $100
invested in it only to figure out it's significantly worse than what it is.
Yeah.
This was doubled down by the fact that classes like Barbarian literally have 1 HP with Undying, and this is a staple gem that Barbarians were using, meaning you're doing 0 damage when this thing actually triggers.
So, okay, that's smart. So basically, it has one effect, and after it gets upgraded enough, it just, the effect goes away.
Correct.
After you've already invested money into it, so that way it's like, I mean, they've already got you on the hook. I mean, you might as well just keep upgrading it at that point. I mean, like, bro, you've already spent $100. You've already started upgrading it. I mean, like, you might as well just finish it off at this point, even if it ain't that good.
That in and of itself is quite funny, especially the fact because Barbarians have been a little unlucky in terms of balancing, but it gets worse because this item, all the way up until last month, that is 5 months of a gameplay development and launch, it was still stated in the game with the pack still being sold that it had the wrong text. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you what compensation for this is.
Okay,
prepare yourself. Here's our letter in the game. Legendary gem text issue. We've investigated issues with the accuracy of some legendary gems. Let's see if he knows how low a value this is. We understand how central they are to builds and progression, and we apologize for any frustration this has created.
Aren't these the level 1 gems?
They're the normal legendary
gems. I'm pretty sure these are the level 1 gems, guys.
No, they changed color. It's not the rare ones. I know what he's thinking. Step the below compensation.
What is this?
This is 1 of each normal gem and 2 legendary crests.
Oh, he's talking about normal
it's not
gems.
Even an eternal legendary crest.
Yeah, he's got it.
Because the legendary crests, you can't get the gems to sell on the auction house.
Yeah, he's got it.
You only get that with the Eternals. Oh my God.
He's got it.
Oh no. Why don't they just make it work the way they said it was going to work?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Would like to first start with the amount of legendary crest. 2 legendary crests valuation is 320 eternal orbs. The cheapest Blessing of the Worthy pack is $26. You are valuing the damage done to Blessing of the Worthy gem at 20% the valuation of the original bundle. I believe this is a miscalculation in all honesty. I think considering the fact that 12% max life to 12% current life is a drastically worse than 20% change in the gem's total valuation. Now
it could make it completely invalid, because if it makes it to where you just don't want to use it, then it's 100%.
I was being generous.
Yeah, it's a miscalculation. What if they calculated it just right? You just don't know what the answer is.
Argue that the Blessing of the Worthy Gem can still be used as gem fragments, and I would understand and agree with that, because I use my Blessing of the Worthies eventually as gem fragments as well. So I did get to hold some of the value of the Blessing of the Worthy.
Oh my God.
However, I don't believe this is the case for everyone, nor do I believe that 320 Eternal Orb evaluation is a very good evaluation. Let me consider you...
Isn't that like $3?
Yeah, it's about $5.
Reasons why. What if somebody spent a good amount of platinum in the actual marketplace getting more Blessing of the Worthies so that they could upgrade the Blessing of the Worthies?
True.
Now, all of that...
Yeah, because it's like, it's like the card system in Lost Ark, where like whenever you get one, you have to upgrade another one with another one. So it's like, like imagine if you get like 2 Samsung phones, and it's like, or 2 iPhone 7s, and you have to like you have to sacrifice an iPhone 6 in order to make your iPhone 7 and iPhone 8. Like, that's basically the way that the gems work in Diablo Immortal.
Yeah,
you'd have to buy a ton of these. And that's not even including the time invested of getting the other resources and everything else that goes into the upgrade as well. And everything that goes into the upgrade for upgrading the item to upgrade the other item.
Yep. Money that they spent to get the more Blessing of the Worthies, let's say they bought a 3 or 4-star Blessing of the Worthy, that evaluation is not in the calculation here.
That's
you can buy platinum, and that is part of what Wells did when they were purchasing these Blessing of the Worthies.
Yeah.
Now, you could giggle at the Wells for doing this, and sure...
And everybody, we all giggle at the whales for doing this.
Yep.
This is very true.
That's fair.
I mean, the fact is that, I mean, it's funny to see something like this happen, because it's like if you're playing Diablo Immortal, I mean, look, bro, you're playing Diablo Immortal. Like, what? Like, you don't have, like, what are you complaining about? You know what I mean?
The same thing you are, in my personal opinion, that the game has predatory practices and has monetization issues that I think are worth real discussions. That's what I'm complaining about. I mean, I've also played the other Genshin Impact, Tower Fantasy, like these other mobile games too, and I think they all have their own problems. That's what I'm talking about.
But, like, at the same time, they did get fucked over, and they should, like, I don't know why they don't just make it work the way that they said it was going to work. I think that's the best way to do it, rather than just change it up and make it just dysfunctional.
You can make fun of the monetization of the game.
Am I technically a whale? Yeah, I definitely whaled in this game. I spent like $2,000 or $3,000 in this fucking game, man. Now, I'm not complaining, right? But I write it off my taxes. Other people don't.
But the fact remains that some people spent up to large amounts of money on a product that did not do what it was stated, and then we have a flat payout of $5. I do not believe $5 per person is going to make the person happy, and I also believe that this is obvious. I think that if even a mild glance by anyone from a PR team would look at this and who understands the situation would understand, I don't think anyone is going...
It's like if you if like you buy a PlayStation 5 and it doesn't work, or like, let's say it's only compatible with the games that came out on release, and there's no other games that you can play with the PlayStation 5. That's all you can do with it. And like, you go to GameStop and they give you $10 of store credit. Like, I feel like that's kind of what's going on here.
To think that 6 normal gems, which is a half a day's work in terms of gem collection, or like 400 hilts or something, where, I mean, you can just buy like normal gems, okay? I don't think that's a very good compensation, nor do I think that 2 legendary crests that are non-tradable are good compensation, considering a pity is 50 for 1 gem, and by the time you got to rank 3, you would have had to use 2 Blessing of the Worthies at a minimum just to figure out that it doesn't do what it says it does.
Yeah, just to level it up.
I also think it's particularly embarrassing that it took time to consider the compensation, and then after going and considering the compensation, this is what was offered. Also, if you look at my free-to-play account, this is something you guys could have thought of too. My free-to-play has not purchased anything here, right? But I have received compensation on my free-to-play hero. Okay, unclaimed. Here you go. They where is it? Where is it? Oh, I clicked on, so it's down here now. Legendary Gym Tech. Look,
yeah.
So I can collect this on my free-to-play hero, and then what I can do is I can leave the game. I can go over to my main.
I think that this is a problem. I do. I think this is a tremendous problem, and Blizzard should fix it by not giving this compensation to free-to-play players. And what do you guys think the odds are that Blizzard's going to see this video, and then they're like, oh, shit, we messed that up. Okay, yeah, we're not going to give them the compensation. Right?
Like, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, they just take the compensation away from some people, and then everything else stays the exact same. They'll never see the video.
Okay, well, if they do that, then they get completely the wrong concept of what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe not.
Account now, watch. Okay, now
yeah,
we're on the
gross
main hero.
miscalculation.
Look, same Battle.net account, same server, and I can claim it again.
Wow.
So what I don't need, in my personal opinion, is every single person that ever played the game to get 2 legendary crests. What I would like to see happen is that we actually take the time to go through and find the people who bought the Blessing of the Worthy packs. I'm sure you can track that somehow and compensate the people who purchased those. That's what I would like to see done. In fact, I think that's what most of us assumed what was happening. This is a very...
Well, it's like, here's my opinion, is like, it's very clearly misleading. If it says it does A and then it does B, that's misleading.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, somebody read it wrong. No, it said one thing and then it was something else.
It's literally what it
said, I feel like you either make it the way that it was whenever people bought it, or you refund people all of their money back. Because in my opinion, it's blatant false advertising.
Thank you.
Where you spend the money on something, and then it's engineered in a way that the function that you're buying it for goes away. And this is not determined, this is not legible or understood by the people that are buying it. Yeah, it's great. Can't they just compensate by adding a new mount to the WoW shop? Well, they'll do that too. When you buy it, it does A. Shouldn't have upgraded it if you like the first effect. Yeah, exactly. Money back? Are you crazy? Yeah, I really, yeah. It's like paying for a spectral tiger and getting an unpainted Meccano Strider. Yeah, it's nuts. Call the police.
It's kind of what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. How is it? I mean, I don't see how anybody would think this is okay. It's like...
No, it's, yeah.
It's
he gets it.
Textbook fucking false advertising. It's not like whenever you go and you buy an item from, let's say, the Lost Ark store, and it's like the honing crystals say they have a 100% chance to hone, and then you use them, and then something doesn't hone. Well, no, it never says that.
Very lazy man, cheap way out of it, of just spamming every single person, regardless of level or if they even purchased anything, with just legendary crest. So, not a fan, personally. Let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comments. I hope Blizzard doesn't think this one's put to bed. I doubt the rest of the people can feel like it is, in my own opinion.
Look at the fucking recommended videos. Will I quit Diablo Immortal? Community outraged at Blizzard compensation.
He likes my titles.
A bunch of people with fucking pitchforks at Blizzard. Oh my god.
Asman, I take lessons from the best, baby.
But hey, maybe I'm alone on this one. If I buy a beef burger and I get a chicken burger, burger, I don't want 20% of the price of the beef burger back. That's just what I'm saying.
You want exactly. No, this man is. We're gonna watch this in a second. Give me 1 second. This is totally fucking reasonable. I really think so. I think this guy is being totally fucking reasonable about this.